The Victoria Police Department is back in black and white. Vic-PD unveiled its new coat of arms and its new muscle car today. The department's new black and white cruisers harken back to the color scheme that Vic-PD first used more than 150 years ago. A-News reporter Andrew Johnson went along for a ride today, and he joins us live. Andrew.
Hudson, it turns out Chief Jamie Graham is a bit of a car buff, and he was only too eager to bring us along on a ride-along while he took the force's new Dodge Charger for a spin. The winners of a Victoria Police coloring contest have the honors of pulling the cover off the newest member of the force that is pretty basic in that department. The cruiser is back in black and white.
When we put a poll out amongst our members, over 90% wanted the black and white cars. They catch your eye immediately when you drive through the communities. 6
Dodge Chargers are the first of the new fleet that will eventually replace the Ford Interceptors on Victoria's streets. And the chief is right, the car doesn't take long to turn heads.
I think it's great.
Also unveiled today, the new Victoria Police coat of arms representing the city jutting into the blue waters of the Pacific, King Neptune, god of the sea, and a wolf designed by Songhees artist Butch Dick, an important symbol for the Coast Salish people.
It's amazing, you know, and I didn't realize when I first started the design that this is what it's going to look like, and all the work that it would take to actually make it a reality. So it's it's great.
And when Police Chief Jamie Graham gets behind the wheel, the city's top cop becomes just another car guy.
Let me turn the stereo, turn my ZZ Top music off.
Graham says the Chargers are $5,000 cheaper than the Interceptors, better equipped, safer, and, well, they smell better.
Well, I just like the cars. It's got that new car smell. It's nice driving, a nice set of wheels. It's just a nice ride.
There are nearly 370 horses waiting to be let loose under this hood, the type of power the chief says police don't need often, but when they do, officers need to know their cruiser will be up to the challenge.
Let's say you're on the road and your wife's alone at home at night and there's strange noises or shadows in the backyard. You want to know the cops are getting there as quickly as they can. And, the odd time they'll get out on the highway and have to do a pursuit situation, but they're rare. But they're there if they need it.
For those moments requiring a little less adrenaline and a lot more patience, Graham says the Charger scores high as well.
When you spend 6 hours in a roadblock or on the side of the road just idling, the cars are comfortable. And if they're cramped or they're uncomfortable, the officers, they don't like that.
When the chief turns in his keys, he says there are officers literally lined up to take their turn behind the wheel and crank back up the ZZ Top when they're off duty, of course.
Of course. Now, Andrew, that wasn't the only thing you came across on your ride today. Tell us about that.
No, actually, Hudson, we were interrupted by a group of Good Samaritans, tourists from Georgia, who had found an envelope filled with $500 American. The family flagged down Chief Graham and handed over the money, saying they found it in the doorway of a shop on Government Street. Minutes later, Graham heard over his radio someone had called police to report losing the cash, which was returned thanks to the Good Samaritans from Georgia, who were told by others on the street to keep the money.
That's not the right thing to do. You always try to do the right thing. So, I mean, that's what we're here for. And if everybody would do that, the world would be a little bit better place anyway.
The money was handed over to 2 women who spoke only broken English, but there was no mistaking their gratitude when they met up with their heroes who saved the day. Incidentally, Hudson, Vic-PD's policy in cases like this is if no one comes forward to claim the money within 6 months, it is returned to the finder. Nice to see the way it worked out this afternoon instead.
Nice nice story to tell about your visit to Victoria for both of them.
Chief Graham said this is the only city in the world where that would happen. That may be an exaggeration, but his heart's in the right place.
I bet when they said, is there a cop around here, they didn't think the chief of police would be standing right there.
Pulls up with a cameraman.
Yeah. All right, Andrew, thank you.
You're welcome.